Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So in this particular video, we will have a discussion on how we can make our human resource planning effective. So some guidelines as we will discuss. So this will be considered as characteristics of a sound human resource planning. So now before discussing the guidelines, so let us discuss some barriers with respect to the human resource planning. So if you set right all these barriers, I think then only it will be making some kind of corrections in the human resource planning, and you can make your human resource planning successful one. So first one, the improper linkage between the human resource planning and the corporate objective or strategy. Inadequate appreciation of HRP means appreciation importance is not given to the human resource planning. Rigidity in the attitude of the executives, environmental uncertainties, and companies not focusing on the environmental forecasting, inappropriate human resource information system. So companies not getting the exact number of the current manpower inventory, and lack of coordination with other functions. So with this foundation, so we will have a discussion on the guidelines with respect to making our human resource planning effective. So these are the requisites for successful human resource planning. So first one, our human resource planning must be recognized as an integral part of corporate planning. So in the company, there will be so many policies, planning will be done, and due importance should be given to the human resource planning. So you need to consider human resource planning as one part of your corporate planning, and the top management support is also very important, and there should be some centralization with respect to the human resource planning responsibilities in order to have a coordination between different levels of the management, and organization records must be complete and up to date, and it should be readily available when there is a requirement. So there should be effective data management with respect to all the records in the organization, and the techniques used for human resource planning should be those best suited to the data available and degree of accuracy required, and data collection, analysis, techniques of planning, and the plan themselves need to be constantly revised and improved in the light of experience. So these are the fundamental points we can consider. So in detail, all these points will be discussed. First one, as I discussed, there should be integration with the organizational plans. So whenever you are framing the human resource planning, so you need to have some objective for your human resource planning, and that objective should balance with the organizational objectives. So the human resource planning must be balanced with the organizational plans. This requires the development of good communication channel between the organizational planners and the human resource planners. So there should be a smooth communication should happen between the general policy makers as well as the human resource planners. Second one, the period of HR planning. So period of the planning should be appropriate to the needs and circumstances of the enterprise in question. So here the size and nature of the enterprise as well as the anticipated changes must be taken into account to consideration, because nowadays we can see that in all the industries or all the sectors, the things are keep on changing. But with respect to IT industry, we can say that the changes are very fast compared to other sectors. So in that case, the period of forecasting for HR planning should be decided based on the nature of the organization. Third one, proper organizational structure. So to make our HRP effective, the planning function should be properly organized, and if possible within the HR department, we can say that a separate cell or committee can be constituted to provide adequate focus and to coordinate the planning work at various levels. So one manager can be deputed for this particular human resource planning. So he can focus his entire work on the HR related work. And very important, there should be a support from the top management. So to make this HRP effective in the long run, so manpower planning must have the full support of the top management, and the support from the top management is essential to ensure the necessary resources, cooperation, and support for the success for the planning. And involvement of the operating executives means the line managers or the executives or heads of various departments should be involved in the human resource planning. Because human resource planning, you are not only focusing the HR department, you need to get the requirement of all the department. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಮಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇದು ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಪವರ್ ರಿಕ್ವೈರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಆದ ಕಾರಣ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಡಿಪಾರ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟಿನ ಒಂದು ಮುಖ್ಯಸ್ಥರ ಒಂದು ಇನ್ವಾಲ್ವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವಿಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಣಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದೆ. So to be effective, it requires active participation and coordinated efforts on the part of the operating executives. So such participation will help to improve the understanding of the process, and thereby it reduces the resistance. And there should be an efficient and reliable information system, because you need to first know your current manpower. So current manpower can be determined only because of the reliable information system. So an adequate database must be developed for the human resources. For example, the Department of Technical and Collegiate Education, as well as all the school education department, they're having maybe the EMI software. In that, all the data with respect to their teaching and administrative staff is available. So on that basis, they can go for forecasting for the future. And finally, there should be a balanced approach, we can say. Means in human resource planning, both qualitative and quantitative aspect should be given equal importance. So we can't give only importance to the numbers here. At the same time, the required skills or the required capabilities to perform that particular job is also given importance. So instead of matching the existing people with the existing job, the importance should be given for the future, maybe the vacancies with the right people. And here promotion should be also considered carefully here. And career planning and development, skill levels, morale building, so all these should be given due importance by the human resource planners. So if all these points considered, if it is inculcated in the organization, so we can make our human resource planning effective and sound. So thank you.